Peace be to you all. Assalamu alaikum. Omar here, physician associate, health educator, moderately fit, middle-aged athlete, and family man. So I wanted to give those of you all who are applying to PA school some advice. And that is not to embellish your personal statements. So the personal statement, if you're applying to PA school, or even if you're applying to medical school, you still have to do something called a personal statement. So that introduces yourself to the school to which you're applying. And it gives a very brief synopsis of your various adventures and your experience and what led you to the decision of wanting to be a physician assistant or a physician if you're applying to medical school. But you don't want to embellish. So if you've done something, don't make it seem bigger than it actually is. For example, if you volunteered time at a homeless shelter in a clinical setting, let's say it's a small clinic for people who are unhoused. I think that's the politically correct term now. Don't put in your personal statement that you helped run a clinic for the homeless, because somebody's going to check up on that, and it's not completely honest. If you just volunteered, let's say you took blood pressures, or you passed out packages of food for people, or maybe you just counseled people, you listened to them about their various problems. This is a form of mental health, and that's okay. You can accurately describe how that affected you, and what benefit you feel that those you served gained from your actions. But don't put on your resume or in your personal statement that you helped run a clinic, because the person who actually runs the clinic, whether that's a doctor or maybe somebody like a social worker, they're going to have to write a letter for you, a letter of support, saying that you actually did this. And it puts them in a position where they may have to embellish. And I've experienced this myself, where I've had students come to me and they've shown me what they've written. I'm like, well, you didn't actually do that, so I can't put that you did this. I'm not comfortable doing this. So you need to change it. There's a lot more scrutiny now, especially with the people who are writing the recommendations. When I fill out a recommendation on a CASPA statement, there's some clauses there that weren't there before. So the CASPA is I forgot what the acronym stood for, but it's like the centralized application process for PA school or something like that. I forgot. But it asks a couple of questions, like how long have you known this student, in what capacity, have you received any help from artificial intelligence in formulating this prospective student's recommendation. Like I don't need an AI to write a recommendation letter for me, but there's a clause in there asking if I've used AI. Have I done the recommendation letter myself? And then I think in some cases they may even start checking up. They, meaning the admissions directors, may even start checking up on the people writing the recommendations. Am I really a certified licensed physician associate? Those days are probably coming, because the stakes are so high. Getting into PA school, or if you're applying to medical school, it's very, very difficult to get into it. There's thousands of applicants for just a couple of, or a few seats in each school. For a PA school, I think the average class is about 40 students. Yet there's about 2,000 applicants per cycle. And I think for medical school, I think it's about the class size, I think, is about 100 students, if I'm not mistaken. But they get they get several thousand applicants per cycle. So the stakes are very high. So people may be tempted to, if they don't outright lie, they're going to embellish or kind of spin tall tales that aren't exactly accurate. So you want to eschew that as best as possible. That's it for now. If you guys, for those of you all who are applying to PA school, if you want some advice, please feel free to contact me via my email, which I'll leave in the description section. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. I've been a PA for almost 25 years now. It's a great profession. I've had a lot of fun, and I've been able to do what I think is a lot of good. Take care. Peace.